Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and let me talk about Absolute Wonder Woman 4 and 5 because I actually thought I actually posted a review about Absolute Wonder Woman number 4, but I didn't. Um, I did about Power Girl, and Batgirl, but I didn't do Wonder Woman. So we're just gonna combine 4 and 5 because I mean, why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just rip the band-aid off. Let's get both of them done because it is what it is, and honestly it's kind of like the only absolute book that really has my attention, which is crazy to really say that, but hey, it is what it is, like, you know what I mean, like, so hey, we just gonna do what we gonna do. The best with what we got, okay? So if any of you guys know that I've been reading the Wonder Woman book, but I haven't read the Absolute Batman and Superman since issue number 2 for both of them. But I've been constantly on Wonder Woman. So Absolute Wonder Woman has a start with Gateway City where she's telling everybody like, hey, let's keep the hope, let's keep the faith. Don't let this monster win, and I know I'll believe in you. You got Edna Candy who gets with her deaf sister, and Wonder Woman and Steve come to ask for her help. Of course, ever since they made Edna Black in the main continuity, they've been doing it for a long time. It gets kind of tiring because just like, here we go with this same nonsense of like every universe now, or every alternate reality now that they done made the character another race, they put them in everything. So it's really strange, honestly. And it looks like in this one, she looked like a tall stud lesbo. So Wonder Woman comes in and asks for her help. And Edna's like, "Oh my God, Steve, you brought Wonder Woman." And her sister was like, I can hear you, and I'm going to hear the death sound." And Wonder Woman said she put a protection spell on them, and she was like, "Sorry to barge in, like this, but we need your help." So Edna Candy and Gina Candy, this is Wonder Woman, and she needs your help. And basically, Wonder Woman is just like basically like Gigi Candy is a witch, and um she needs her assistance. So Gia decides to get ingredients that Wonder Woman needs because Wonder Woman needs to get her arm back. After the arm that she sacrificed to send Steve back to the world. I mean, back to um the real world instead of being trapped in hell. Her mother created her a magical arm, which she kind of lost. So she got all of the information, all of the ingredients, and then she was like, "Okay, so here's all the ingredients that you need." And Gia's like, I mean, Wonder Woman's like, "Thank you, Gia. You're quite a magnificent witch." And then Diana prays to Hecate, and she asks, for her arm. I mean, blessed be for her arm, and she brought her arm back or whatever. Then we cut back to beforehand. We cut back to Cersei, who is questioning why she has to do what she has to do, and Hecate was like, "You know that you are blessed, and I have never forsaken you, and it's your job to help Diana." Um, so after that happened, Diana has her arm back. She thanks Hecate, and she's like, "I'm gonna go out there and fight the creature." So while she's fighting the creature, she calls upon her sword, her giant Buster sword, and she was like, "Thank you, my friend, for everything that you do." And she throws like this kind of like screeching ball at the monster, and then she blessed her Buster sword becomes like one of the most giantest blades of all time, and she slices the monster down. And from the White House, they're like, "What's going on? I need all the information." And then what's her name? She was like, I forgot who. I forgot who they said this girl is. But anyway, she is questioned by the president what's going on, and she was like, "It looks like Wonder Woman's going to kill the monster, but then if she does, that leaves quite a big problem on our hands after this. And then that's how that issue go off. It's just really like, okay, Wonder Woman get her arm back. We find out that Cersei's still worried for everything that's going on with Diana, and Hecate promised that she won't forsake her or Diana. That Diana has to save the world or whatever, and Diana uses her giant Buster sword to slice the monster down. Now we get to issue number 5 of that one, which, because remember, this is still part of the last Amazon part 5, so this is the last one of the storyline, because that's what the storyline was called, the last of the Amazon. And now that we're done with this one, this is number 5, and basically Diana's sword comes back, and she was like, thank you, old friend. She was like, I know it wasn't enough, but it's enough to stop the monster for right now. The military decides to shoot missiles at him, and then Diana was like, no, I have to stop this. So she stops the missiles, and it was telling them, please don't do that again, because all it does is empower the creature and not, kill it. So Diana talks about her lasso, and her mother gives her this lasso. She was like, Diana, because of you, it might not work. It might not have worked for me how I intended it, but with you, you can do something different with it. And it's a trial. So Cersei waits for Diana while Diana sinks further into hell. She uses the lasso to stop, but has doubts about what's going on with the lasso, and kind of like her mother. But Cersei was telling her that that you have to be able to use the lasso correctly. Um, while that's happening, Diana prays to Hecate, and she tells her like, I'm just nervous about everything that's going on. And then she was like, do you doubt your mother's wisdom? And she was like, no, it just scared me of what I could do with this lasso. And then she was like, okay, so are you afraid of so then what ails you? And then she basically tells her that it's like, I trust my mom, but this weapon seems to be too evil or whatever. And then she was like, know that your mother did this because she believes in you, and and your belief transformed her. And then she was like, forgive me, mother. And then she's like, there's nothing to forgive. And then she was like, please teach me how to use this lasso to its fullest potential. We cut back to Diana using the lasso, and she wraps it around her left arm, and she was like, please give me the strength to do what I need to do, because I am Diana, the last of the Amazons. And she turns into a giant Medusa, and she literally like defeats the monster by using Medusa's Gorgon powers or whatever, turns it into stone. And then, of course, while she was out of control a little bit, Steve decides to go out there and help her. And then they were like, are you crazy, Steve? He was like, I have to, because she sacrificed her arm just to bring me back to the real world or whatever. So while Diana almost went on a rampage and lost herself, Steve told her like, hey, Diana, calm down, it's me. Don't lose yourself to this. And she was like, thank you, Steve, you're such a good man. And she's like, I got one more thing to do. And she shatters the creature into many pieces or whatever, and kind of kills the monster. And then they were like, oh my god, this is so amazing. And she thanks Steve for being there. And they were wondering like, is she leaving? She was like, no, there's so much stuff I have to do or whatever. And before she got a chance to even finish, she got dragged down into the pits of hell. And they was like, Diana. And then they was like, what the hell is going on? And then issue number 6 is going to be called Hell is What You Make of It. And that's really it. Um, I'm enjoying it. Like I said, the artwork could be better or whatever, but I enjoyed the Wonder Woman story. It's not preachy. It's not talking about how men are trash. It's not trying to ignore Wonder Woman's feminine qualities or her being a female like most of the stories do. So honestly, this story is actually more enjoyable than Tom King's Wonder Woman run. Like, if you guys need to read a Wonder Woman story, read Absolute Wonder Woman, because Absolute Wonder Woman is way better than Tom King's Wonder Woman run. And even though the artwork um is a little bit to get used to. It's better than Daniel Sempre boring ass trans man artwork for the female characters. So it is what it is. But yeah, that was Wonder Woman issue number 4 and issue number 5. This one is more action based, and a little bit of it talks a lot, but it's really to explain the past and the present now, and how what was happening in the past affects the present. But other than that, it's really solid. It's a solid Wonder Woman story. I think this is the best Wonder Woman story we've had in a good long while, especially with how the writer's been writing Wonder Woman of late. But yes, absolute Wonder Woman issue number 4 and number 5, Last of the Amazon part 4 and part 5. It's a solid read, so go read it. I hope you guys enjoyed the little review. I know it wasn't a lot, but the book is not really that big, honestly. Both of them are not that big. So it is what it is. But tell me what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.